Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be doing a review on the Malfoy Manor. We just finished building this on TikTok Live and it is actually really interesting. I didn't think I was going to like this, to be honest with you. I thought when it first came out it looked a bit bad. I thought on the website, in all fairness, it looked terrible and I was like, I'm going to miss out on this one. I'm not even going to go for it. But I brought it because I thought, you know what, we're going to build it and see what it actually looks like in person, because even if it doesn't, the facade is great. And I think just that alone on the display would look perfect. But we built it. I liked it. We'll talk about it. Malfoy Manor. This set released on the 1st of January 2025. This is set number 76453, coming through with 1,601 pieces, and it has a UK price of £129.99. There are 9 minifigures included in this set, 2 interesting moulds, one being Nagini, one being the Sword of Gryffindor, and some great details. The first of which is actually going to be Lucius Malfoy as your loading bar character. I love these little things in the bottom of the instruction booklets, they're so funny. And the first 2 characters you get in bag 1 is Lucius Malfoy and Narcissa Malfoy, so home run to begin with the first bag. These 2 characters are great, and Narcissa Malfoy is my favourite character. And the manual itself is just great. There's so many interesting details, and I just really love when you finish it off. It gives you that kind of like wow moment where it's like, pow, finished. And I was happily surprised with this build. It was actually really good. One of the best things about this is the 9 minifigures this set comes with, plus the 2 exclusive moulds that you get as well, the Sword of Gryffindor and Nagini. Nagini has no eyes, but you know, whatever. The 9 minifigures included are great. You get the whole Malfoy family. You start off with Draco, Narcissa, and Lucius. You also get a Bellatrix Lestrange, a Voldemort, but he's not got robes, so it's a bit disappointing. You also get a Hermione, a Harry Potter, a Luna, and a Dobby, and everyone loves a Dobby. I have seen a few people say there's missing a few characters from this set, but I believe it's taking part in a certain scene of the film. 2 of the characters that I'm really happy are in it is Harry with his busted up face and Voldemort. Voldemort could have still done with a robe though, because he does look a bit bare. Other than that, the prints on these 2 are great, back and front, and I'm so happy they gave Harry his blown up face, his disguise face. I do think actually that all the characters in this set have some really great molds, especially the female characters. Look at the printing on the front and the back of these characters. They are so good. Bellatrix is great. Hermione's is great, and Narcissa's is even better, and even the back printing. I love that little detail, plus the extra head prints are great as well. The 2 different emotions work really well depending on how you want to play the scene from the film. You do not just get the house and the characters, you also get a gate. You have a gate to the Malfoy Manor. That's what the price piece is for. £129 for a gate, don't forget about that. And it is an interesting gate actually, I will say. I do quite like the gargoyle pieces. I do like the gate. I think these little gargoyle prints are actually really interesting molds. They're quite nice as a piece, and I'd love to see that used through a few more sets. You do get some really interesting add-ons, I would say, to this set. Not only do you get a gate, and don't worry, it does function, the gate can open, but you do also get another interesting thing that we'll look at just a second, and that is going to be something very similar that we've seen in the books, but we don't see in the films, and that is the white peacocks. If you can call these peacocks. The heads are a bit strange. Building this, I was a bit like, okay, this is a peacock apparently. But yeah, these are the white peacocks that do show up in the text of the books itself, and they are referencing it now in this set, and they're interesting. The heads are just these horns. The horns are interesting to use as heads. They work from a distance, up close, not so much. When I say I was happily surprised with this build, I'm not joking. I am really surprised with this build. I thought it was looking flat, looked kind of ugly, but now I've built it and it's in front of me. The detail you see in this, even this little fountain, the little snake heads they've used to show this fountain is really cool. Actually, is it a fountain or is it a black flame? I'm going to say fountain. But the detail, the doorway, the architecture, this little statue on the side, I love the fact they've given it the Lucius Malfoy hair as well. It's so funny. But this brickwork is absolutely amazing. The fact they've added green in there really gives it detail. It gives it depth. If it was just all black or if it was all grey, it just would not work. but obviously it references the Slytherin house that they've all been a part of, and I love it. I love the detail. I love the little references to snakes. These handcuff pieces, interesting. Piece usage is on point. These little feet as banisters. Even the tip is really cool. Oh, not that, the kind of collection there. But yeah, I love it. I love the way this actually looks, and I'm happily surprised when I built it how good it looks. Even the inside is packed with detail. Look, the staircase even move around, and it is less flat that way. It is less hollow. It gives it more depth. It is very playability feature to the set. Are some nice little nods to the film in here as well, being these two doors on the side, as in the dungeon to the house. We can just grab a character and we can kind of just throw them in there. Ooh, get in there. There we go. And that's it. They're in the dungeon. A few interesting things I did not think to see, and one of them is being a toilet. We are getting a lot of toilets in the Harry Potter sets recently, and yep, Voldemort using a toilet. You never thought you'd see that, and now you did. This organ is actually really interesting. I love the fact they've added that in there. There's some such interesting details they've gone for these rooms they're going to use in here. And yes, I think maybe the rooms and the walls could be a bit thicker on the sides, give it more of an actual feel, but this table is where it's all at. If they didn't have this table, it would not work. This is the long table that is used in a lot of the last few films, and it's great. It's great detail. The way they built it is amazing. These stickers on the side and here as the emblem inside the fireplace, great, adds so much detail. This little chandelier, I love the fact they've added that in. It's a very interesting play feature as well. Just with a simple Technic pin and you get this really interesting play feature to the set. It's great. I love the fact the chandelier drops. I don't like the fact what happens after because that's a sad part of the film, but it does work really well. And once you remove the table and the chairs, you see a really interesting detail, and that is the dark mark is actually underneath it. I like to call it the rug. I like to call it the dark mark rug. But yeah, I love the fact they've snuck that in there with this like brick built version. They've done really well. Yeah, the snake doesn't look great, but you try to build a snake that small out of tiny little Lego bricks. I think they've done quite well. It looks really well underneath the table, and it's a nice little hidden feature. With the rest of the actual house, our manor, the one thing that I will say is these things look quite crammed in there. For something that's supposed to be a Malfoy Manor, that bedroom is tiny. And this living room space, I'm going to say living room space, is also tiny. Oh look, I forgot, we do get a bat as well. But yeah, I wish it was a little bit bigger as to go with the name Malfoy Manor. But for a playset, I love it. Got some great details, really cool. Just have to show you again, one of my favourite things actually is this dark mark rug. I think it's really well done. It's probably not even a rug, but I'm going to call it a rug. I still love it. It's great. The way they've used plates and stuff is amazing. I hope to see this more. So there are a few things I don't like about this set, but majority of it, I'm surprised that I actually like it as much as I do. So there we go. That is a look at the Malfoy Manor, and it is an interesting set. I think it's one of those things that you either love it or you hate it. It's a Marmite set. I'm going to start using that now from now on. It is a Marmite set. But I actually do really like where it's going. They've got some really cool minifigures in the set. It's a really nice colour. I think if it was just all black, it wouldn't work really well. And they have added a few references from the book as well. So clearly someone has read Harry Potter that actually made this set, which is amazing. And the creator of this set did do a very, very good job. It's really cool. And it's going to look great in the LEGO collection as well. So I am more than happy, and I do think it is definitely going to be worth the money if you are looking to pick this set up. There's some Harry Potter stuff out there that I think is great value. There's a few things that we're actually going to be losing at the end of 2025, which is a massive shame. But this one is definitely, I think, worth the value down the line. Nothing saying you can't wait until there's a sale on and picking one of those up, but in my opinion, I like it. It is approved. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Even the likes go a long way to help this channel out. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I will see you soon.